upon assessing my performance, while I think I did save Rey Mysterio, I think I also almost killed Rey Mysterio. Are you out of your...
Are we? Is this a show?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe it is. You're right.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Me and Jeff were blabbering before you got here a little bit.
That doesn't surprise me, Mark. Always just talking about it.
We were just talking about how he puts his girlfriend in economy
Whoa!
again.
I thought you were saying a headlock. That's more on brand. Actually, no, it doesn't.
Puts his girlfriend. She would put him in a headlock.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, spicy Latina. She's spicy.
What's going on? Welcome back, bro.
Thank you.
Why were you at the hospital, honestly?
Dude, I was having these things that I don't know how to describe other than headaches.
I thought it was from wrestling. Did you get hit in the head wrestling or something?
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. So sometimes, you know, as in any sport, boxing, wrestling, I'll hit my head. But my last match in Saudi Arabia, where, you know, I won the US Championship against Rey Mysterio, on the table. Let's
go, champ.
Let's go,
champ. Let's go, champ. For the first time ever, 7 years ago, almost to the day, there was a man at your house, a giant man by the name of Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and he said the sentence, "Let's go, champ." And from that day on, I never in my heart of hearts ever believed that would be a true statement. But for right now, we could actually call you champ, and it's true. It means something.
It's crazy. He sent the text to me this morning. Mike said, "Let's go, champ." And he said, "Oh my God, I can actually say that now."
Yeah.
But no, I didn't hit my head. It was a good, healthy, clean match. One fair and square.
You saved Rey Mysterio from breaking his neck and dying, right?
I also,
Is that real, or is that just like, did you have a PR team put that out there? Like,
all right, man.
Logan saves him from breaking his neck in the life of being paralyzed.
Look, I'm gonna come clean because I seen all these positive headlines, right? Logan saves Rey Mysterio. The Mexican community is going crazy. They're praising me, saying I'm some sort of what's like hero in Spanish?
Sicario.
I'm some sort of Sicario.
Gringo Sicario.
Some sort of gringo Sicario.
Yes.
And so I'm like, dang, I'm being recognized for doing something cool. I'll take it. But then I looked at the clip, and upon assessing my performance, while I think I did save Rey Mysterio, I think I also almost killed Rey Mysterio. I think I was too far back for the move, and I think he didn't clear enough ground for the move. That's what happened. Like, I was too far back, and he didn't clear enough ground. We both, I think, made a mistake, and I had to catch him. I had to catch him, and I wasn't going to not catch him. So, like, truthfully, while I like the headlines and I like being gassed up like this, I was just doing my job.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. I'll take the praise.
Well, if he would have jumped on me like that, he'd be toast.
Yeah, you
know?
him. Yeah.
You caught him. You did it, you know?
How much does that man weigh?
He's like 160, 165 maybe. Maybe even 170. He's thick. He's girthy. The tough part was when I caught him, I was in like a spidered knee positions. I have compromised knees, so like, I don't know. Maybe they could have
Such a funny sentence.
Damn, that's my weight too. So I could just jump off this thing and just surprise you out of nowhere.
But I get under you, Jeff. I catch you, and then I'd squat you up, and then, you know,
just dive at you.
Power slam you, brother. Here's what I do know, though, because people know this. I wasn't like a diehard WWE fan. I was a casual fan. I've always had so much respect for the sport. I always thought it was so cool. I had my favorite wrestlers growing up, but I wasn't watching Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown every day like some people are doing now, you know. But they asked me, like, what does this belt mean? Like, what is it exactly? And even to me, when I was an outsider, I don't think I really understood what the belts meant. And now that I'm in the industry and I'm learning from my peers around me, and I have such respect for the art of wrestling, because it's by far the hardest thing I've ever done. It's much harder than boxing. Boxing is about navigating stress, I think, because the hard work comes natural for boxers. They tend to just, you know, get in the gym, do their work. But it's stressful. There's a lot of pressure. And if you can navigate stress well, which I can, wrestling's much harder because it's a 360-degree art. There are so many things involved in this sport that make it extremely difficult. So people ask me, you know, like, what's so special about the belt? What does it mean? And to me, it's a symbol of accomplishment and trust in the craft and the human. The WWE doesn't just give this belt to someone. it is them entrusting you with their publicly traded company worth 4 billion at the moment. Like, it's a big deal that they stamp you and are willing to say you're significant enough and have done enough disruption in our company for us to put one of our titles on you. There's only what, like 4 or 5? Like, there's not that many of them, and there's a bunch of people on the roster. And so winning this for me was such a achievement, because in that moment when my hand was raised and they handed me this shiny, heavy belt, the United States champion, I just saw my whole life in front of my eyes, all my ups, all my downs, even from when I was a kid, from almost dying when I hit my head on a trampoline 1 inch away from my temple. I have a metal plate in my head now. The injuries I suffered in high school, writing down on a piece of paper, I will be the best, I will be a champion, I will be better, faster, stronger than I was last year, I will excel, and manifesting a future so bright that I didn't even know it was possible. Then all of a sudden one day I'm in Saudi Arabia performing for 10,000 people and millions at home, holding the United States champion, a homegrown kid who worked his ass off, and at one point in my life when I was a little kid held the little WWE belt on my shoulder, and now I have a real one that's mine. And it's a dream I never thought I could accomplish, because I just never thought it was possible. Like, what simulation are we living in? But it was such a special moment because it's so symbolic of all the things I have overcome and how hard I've worked to be where I am today, not just in the WWE. This podcast, the company, the hurdles, the fiance, wrestling, boxing, everything is culminated, and that is the physical embodiment of my hard work and the ups and downs I've had my entire life. And so that's why it's a big fucking deal.
I'll steal that shit from you right now.
You won't. You won't.
I'll take that shit right now.
I got 2 questions.
Sure.
The springboard backflip that you did you practice that with him?
Springboard backflip.
It was sick.
I have to say,
It was insane. Like,
holding Rey Mysterio in my arms and backflipping off the second rope is probably one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life. My dad texted me, he goes, you did a backflip holding a full-grown man in your arms from the second rope. And before I did it, I knew this was going to be a life moment for me. Like, Rey Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all times, is in my arms, and I'm about to send a backflip that I've never done before, to answer your question. I've never done that before, ever. We just sent it, and thank God it was okay. But whoa, that was the moment of the match where I think it happened so quick, and even the angles maybe didn't capture the intensity of it the right way, that it may have went over some people's heads. But I want to keep going harder. That's my thing, and potentially my problem is I want to go like to the top rope for the next time. I want to jump off higher stuff. It's
2 luchadors back.
I want to do 2 luchadors, one on the front, one on the back.
Yeah.
It's something that I can do in the WWE, because while I don't have the experience of my peers, I'd like to go to the PC and start training and maybe make some more appearances on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, so I can get that respect and maybe get that experience. Even though I am late to the game, I'm extremely late. The one thing I can do, and I'm excited to do, is anything risky. I'm ballsy. I don't give a fuck. I will send it. I love entertainment. I will close my eyes and just go. And that can be risky, and I have to be reeled in sometimes by the producers and the people at the WWE. But like, I'm trying to do some Mick Foley type off the top of the cage onto a table from 30 feet high, Jeff Hardy type shit, Swanton Bomb through the, like, that's what I want to do. And I want to do it with the endeavor and pursuit of getting more belts, to be honest with you. Like, do I become tag team champion with Dominic Mysterio?
Love Dom.
Could be fun. You got 2 heels. You got 2 people who the audience loves to hate. And I like Dom. I like Dom.
we saw him say what up to you. Was there other talent that said what up to you?
Yeah. Another person who has just been so nice to me in the WWE is Cody Rhodes. Like, so nice to me. He was on this podcast. Just a great guy. He's awesome. And he gives me advice and helps me in words of encouragement and checks in on me. He's just like a awesome dude. Triple H gave me the kudos as well. It's just like a awesome organization, and I'm so happy to be a part of it, which is why I'm being arrogant and parading this thing around everywhere I go. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. It's awesome, and people seem to really like it.
Which also pays off too for the WWE's investment, like to just have that always on marketing of the org and the belt too. Like it's just so representative and emblematic of like why that signing was important to bring the WWE to the next generation.
Yeah, that was that's why they signed me.
Like you just can't, but more so like going above and beyond and turning it into content, turning it into something that becomes like an everyday conversation, having that thing over your shoulder at the Prime event, like everywhere you go. It's a delivery method that a lot of the other stars couldn't perform because they're not always on day-to-day content creators. Does that make sense?
Sure, it's all I know, and they know that,
yeah.
and they let me do what I want to do. There's no reeling me in. Like we have collaborative conversations and we build off each other, but it's nice to be able to have a boss. I'm an employee, make no mistake, but they let me do whatever I want, as long as it obviously falls in, a certain like healthy boundaries. But I don't feel reeled in.
Have they ever said no to you?
Have they ever said no to me? The first time I asked for a zipline, they said no. I have a couple ideas for some entrances that are a little harder. It's not like a no. It's like a hold that thought. Let me get back to you.
Yeah.
But the answer is no. They're amazing. I love this company.
Did they know that you could do all those flips and shit? Did you like? How do you even know how to do all that shit? Did you do gymnastics or something?
Used to be acrobat.
No.
Circus.
Like, how do you first backflip? Do you just try? Do you like if I just get up right now and try and backflip?
No, you won't do it.
Like you either can, you can't.
I got to give shouts to my papa for this one.
Oh, Greg Paul was
Big
back.
flipper. Yeah.
No. He's not. No, my mother was a gymnast. She could do the flips.
5th place.
Very athletic.
Oh,
First place in the state in her. She got first place in her team.
And then it just kept going down.
Yeah, it kept going down. She kept losing.
Yeah.
But she still went to the state. But she's where I get the flippy type of flexibility athleticism from. My dad's the muscle. But when I was in high school, I was 18. I was like, my friend Mac Bilski started doing these backflips, and he kind of taught me, but I was always afraid. And so me and my dad would go out front and practice on a wrestling mat, and he'd spot me, and I'd do it, and he'd throw my legs over, support my back, whatever.
Damn.
And then he goes, all right, do it again this time, and I'll be right there for you. And I go to do it, and he didn't touch me, and I landed it by myself. And so I crossed that mental hurdle in my head of like, oh, I can do this. And then to do the backflip off of things, I started doing it into water recently. Like within the past 2 years, I learned how to backflip.
I remember in
like,
Mykonos off the roof, and you were like, Jeff, you could do this too. And I was like, I'm not even doing that into the pool.
Dude, I promise you can. Because 3 years ago, I saw, this is funny, Tfue backflipping off of bridges. The gamer Tfue?
Yeah.
He can like backflip off of high stuff. And it was cool. And I was like, how the fuck does this guy, I can backflip on the ground, but I can never do this.
Some people just have that shit.
No.
You and Tifu might be related somewhere along the way.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm telling you, you could do it.
Wait, are you Tifu?
As far as I know, I don't think so.
Backflipping. Can Jake backflip? Is it in the blood?
No, he can't.
Wow.
Jake, dude, do you know the size of Jake's legs? Have you ever seen his legs? I don't know how
It's his
he's able.
calves.
I don't know how he's able to walk. I don't know how he basically has what is the equivalent of 2 light posts as legs. His calves are this
They're
big.
like hams.
They're like completely implanted into the ground.
Cue dramatic music. Public service announcement. It's not a bird. It's not a plane. It's the most revolutionary ball trimmer the world has ever seen. Gentlemen, our friends over at Manscaped have been working night and day to bring you a below-the-waist grooming experience like none other with their brand new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, we're talking about a next-generation trimmer with interchangeable blade heads for whatever shave your mind can imagine. Upgrade your grooming game to the Ultra Sphere this year by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code Logan. High tech for low places. Manscaped. Inside this package, you'll find the star of this show, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Their 5th-generation trimmer got 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. The Manscaped Boxers 2.0 and the Shed 2.0 travel bag bring your travel and comfort to another level. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Logan at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Logan at manscaped.com. I can promise you've never seen a ball trimmer look like a spaceship. Get yours today from our folks at Manscaped.
I use that product to trim my
It's
nuts.
fantastic. Cool. Back to the show.
So back to this brain injury, because we went on a double date last night, and I went out with a nurse that was she's a nurse at your hospital that you went to.
Is she hanging out with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That concerns me.
That is true. What is she doing with me?
Fucking guy, dude.
But listen,
not with you. Now, what is she doing with you? Oh, you're a great guy, Jeff. You're funny, charismatic, good looking, successful.
His hair.
Great hair. Your hair is amazing.
Because of the
Thank you.
product.
I'm more concerned that
athlete.
she goes to the hospital after hanging out with Jeff or Tech for a night. You know, like these are the people taking care of me. Fuck.
Well, we were trying to get in there so we could do a prank on you and have like the doctor come in and be like, so I don't know how to tell you this, but
48 hours.
you only have 48 hours left to live. And we were going to really stick to it. But Mike told me not to do it.
Well,
He
I
said
told him because what if we do that and you're just like, all right, fuck it, now's my chance to come clean. Nina, but on March 22nd of last year, or like some like crazy, I don't know, like you just started like, I don't know, like you just started saying shit, and then Jeff walks in like, it was just a prank, bro, and we ruined your life, and then you kill both of us.
Yeah.
But that would have been a good prank, though.
I appreciate a good prank. As long as you said the following. It's a prank, bro.
After you ruin your life.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, oh.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
We
gotta wait
should
till
have
the
done it
next one.
because he doesn't even really have any.
I got nothing to lose anymore.
Yeah.
What happened to your head? What is this?
And why does it only happen during intercourse?
I looked this up. Sex headaches. I think they're a thing. And so that's what I thought it was. Next thing you know, I'm on Fox Business live with Varney and Co. In 2 minutes into the interview, my head starts pounding.
Who are
and
you?
this old British gentleman, Varney, is asking me some questions about what stocks I invest in. That's what part it is. You can tell. You can tell in the interview. That's what part of it is. He's
Wait,
like,
but
what do you
why were you and Varney having sex?
me and Varney weren't having sex. I was on his show. I was on his show.
Because you had said that they happened during intercourse.
No, because that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And then
Okay.
I'm live on air on Fox Business, and my head starts hurting, and I can't focus. I couldn't even answer his questions. He's like, "What, mate? What you invest in, mate?" And I'm
Australian?
yeah, he's something's over there somewhere.
And you had one of those moments where you just blanked out.
I couldn't think. My head was about to pop. So I called my mom. She's like, yo, you got to treat this as an emergency. Get your ass to the hospital. Went to Mount Sinai. They hooked it up. I got to say, medical professionals, y'all rock. Y'all take care of people. You're saving the world. You make people feel healthy and good in their bodies. Like, they were so attentive and nice to me. And I gained a lot. I already had a lot of respect, but like you forget how important these people are in society. And so like to the doctors and nurses that took care of me in Mount Sinai, like, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, shout out to the nurses.
Yeah,
over there.
Jeff with Tech. Jeff with Tech's taking down all the Mount Sinai nurses.
No, just one. I mean, not even yet. It was just first date, but it's cool, man. It's cool just dating regular girls. I mean, you guys have superstar girlfriends here, but you know, not even to downplay her that she's a regular girl. You know, I just like that.
I'm gonna watch you dig yourself out of this one.
That yeah, what am I doing? you know, I'm having that headache that you were just talking about. I think my brain just stopped working right now.
Do you know me and Jeff at 3 a.m. last night or early this morning, we're standing right there.
Oh yeah,
and this entire literally right there, and this entire room here at Little Sister at the Moxie on the East Side, East Village, was packed, wall to wall with people. There was people at that table, athletes at this table, entertainers and actresses, rappers. Then there was a whole table of University of Miami kids. When every time I would look over, they would go like this. Because that's like the University of Miami symbol.
I thought it was like shoot a field goal with a paper football.
That too.
You know how we
Someone
played
did
with
that.
the little paper football, the little triangle? You kick it through like this.
One of the best games ever. But packed to the brim. And now we're here. Now we're sitting here doing a podcast in this place.
The first time I met Drake,
Yeah.
Drizzy Drake,
Drizzy.
I've told this story before on this podcast, was right here where I'm sitting. I just looked around and engaged my location, exact location. It was right here. And he talked to me and was so nice. It was the first time I realized Drake off camera is potentially even better than celebrity Drake.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. It's a cool place. It's a really cool
It's
place.
crazy how different clubs look with the lights on.
It's kind of
Like-
kind of weird.
I had no idea until you just brought that up. And I don't even drink. I was in here sober last night, and I'm like, oh, we were fucking here last night? I was worried that you were out way too late. We already got 2 brain damaged guys on the show.
Yeah.
We need at least one sharp brain.
We found out that it isn't damaged. So like they thought maybe there was some brain bleed. I was in the hospital for 12 hours. I got home at 2 a.m. last night.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Even with the VIP service that I set up for you through Abe Warshaw and his great son, Judd Warshaw.
Shout out. Yeah, they did what's called a spinal tap on me. Do you know what this is?
Did it go in your anus?
Close. A little higher. Lower back in between your spinal vertebrae.
Yeah.
They stick a needle in there and suck out what's called cerebral spinal fluid to see if you have any traces of blood in your brain that maybe the CAT scan missed. So that's what they did. My back is so incredibly sore today, partially from the spinal tap, partially from carrying the WWE promotion on my back this past week after winning the US Championship. It hurts.
Do you know when you get that done, you can potentially start tripping on acid that you have stored in your spinal column?
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was if you crack your back.
No, spinal tap's even more so because it's actually like breaking up whatever's in there.
I've done
I know
ungodly amounts of LSD.
Like
and
you know where we are right now, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool that you figured out how to get like natural drug highs, you know? Like I just came from a cold plunge and I'm fucking fired up. I feel alive right now. Like there's a lot of things you could do in life
100%.
besides like your normal drugs like MDMA, heroin, all that stuff just to get a nice healthy boost.
You could do gambling.
You could just be breathing. You could do Wim Hof. You ever do that? Like 30 breaths like that?
Yeah.
I did it with Lucas Mack, who works with your brother and does the breathing activities. I think I might do another 2.5 hour session soon. You're breathing so much that you put your body into, is it hypoxia? Is that what it is? Where you deplete all of the carbon dioxide? This could be completely incorrect.
I'm not a teacher.
But basically you breathe in such a way and your arms and limbs become curled up. You remember it and you cry like a little baby and you have like a breakthrough just from breathing, bro. You go to another fucking dimension. I saw things, I heard things that weren't there just from breathing. There's no reason to use lysergic acid.
There you go.
It's hard. It's hard. It's called breath work, though. You really got to work. You got to like lay on the floor and breathe and hyperventilate. It could be dangerous though. If you do it, don't sit on something high. Jake was doing breath work with that dude before his fight, a week before his fight, and he was seated on something high, like a table or a platform or something, passed out,
tipped over,
broke his fucking nose.
Yep.
Damn, he was high
broke
as
his
fuck.
nose, high as shit, passed out. Yeah. So just be careful.
Some people say that meditation and breath work like that actually can get you higher than drugs, like higher than any drug out there. If you master
I want to
it.
go breathe after this. I don't know my breath right now. I'm gonna
we'll
get
set
high
you up.
after this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, actually a question. Since you are sober, right? And by the way, good job. You've been sober for as long as I think I've known you, or damn near. You're always sober when I see you. You get your highs in other ways, like running, maybe even.
Yeah.
You just ran the New York Marathon.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Yeah, it was so sick. Thank you,
I got you
guys.
a gift. I got
Did
you
you? For real?
celebratory gift. It's a big deal, Jeff. Congratulations.
What?
Congratulations
A bouquet
on
of
running
flowers? Really?
shit.
No way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Damn, that's dope.
Just got
I
it.
should have worn my medal on here. Yeah, that's right. I won the New York City Marathon.
Cool.
Super great experience. You know, it was tough. I had bronchitis the week leading up to it, but, you know, we got through it, and it's such a dope experience. I think, you know, I just want to give any advice to anybody out there that thinks about running, thinks about signing up for a marathon. Just do it. Just sign up. You'll get it done. Just run really slow and just don't stop, you know? But such a sick experience. New York City, everybody comes out on the streets. They come together. They're just cheering for everyone. Like, there's no beef. It's just such a crazy experience.
And are you happy with your time? What'd you get?
3:55.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really
I
good.
would have liked to get a little faster, but I wasn't really putting in the proper training. You know, I just kind of winged it, and I'm going to come back next year and I'm going to try to smoke Cody Co. See, this is like my influencer boxing, you know, because I can't get in a fight because I can't get a sanctioned fight. So this is what I do now to get that out, you know? So Cody Co, next year you going down. You're taking everything I worked for, motherfucker. I want to race your fucking ass.
What do you get?
He beat me by 5 minutes or like something like that.
You could beat him. Y'all are like neck and neck.
Yeah. And I don't want to put in like built-in excuses saying that it was the bronchitis going into it, which I did do that. I did make built-in excuses, but he is fast. He does put in the work. He's got a training channel. It's dope what he's doing, man. If you could inspire people to just you know, anybody can get out there and run. You just need a pair of running shoes. You know, like I wouldn't want to tell people to get out there and fight. That's what I want to do, and that's what, you know, you do. But that's not the best advice to give people. You know,
I think
go
there's
out
a
there
lot
and
of. I think that's what I'm saying. I got to rebut.
I have
you a
running
little bit.
shoes. I can't do that.
He can't run. There's a lot of legless people that are like, I can't
Yeah.
run.
people did wheelchair. They do wheelchair stuff. You should
wait,
get
is
in
that true?
You should do
Yeah.
a wheelchair.
Marathon. I think it's called.
Yeah.
I may have made that up. A paramarathon. A parathon. It's like it's like banded. I'm really good with contractual like words.
Yeah, it works. Is there a chance I could run the marathon and push Mike in the wheelchair all the 26.2 miles?
Like collaborative effort.
No, that would. I don't think they do that. You could get a wheelchair though, and you could compete against a wheelchair. Imagine you get beat. You get smoked by all the wheelchairs.
What about
They're
crutches?
serious athletes.
What about crutches? Like a crutch.
That would be hard.
marathon.
That would be very.
That
hard.
would
You know,
take
Casey, our guest from
next
week
Casey Neistat, next week's guest.
got a. Do you know what his time was?
301. He got 301.
But his Strava app said that he did better, and I told him he should just go by the Strava app then.
We're gonna submit an appeal for that time, like you know, like all the boxers do nowadays. You know,
many
fuck it,
appeals.
just appeal everything. You know, I'm gonna appeal my time too.
Might as well.
Yeah, but Casey killed it, man. 301, and at his age, you know, he's out of his physical prime. He had that car accident that like broke his femur. He has a metal rod in his
Same
femur.
as me.
Yeah, so what's your excuse? Casey's putting up personal best, lifetime best.
It's just the ankle. That's the problem. It has so much arthritis in it. I got to get it worked on. Do you guys ever struggle with noise at all, like sounds keeping you awake?
Like you talking all the time?
Yes, or just any kind of sound like that on airplanes, like that type of stuff.
I put on white noise or stuff to go to sleep.
Bingo.
Always.
But what if the noise is so loud that white noise doesn't even cancel it out? Like, for example, if you're in a hotel room and there's something going on in the room next door.
Noise canceling AirPods playing the white noise.
I was in that spot at 3 a.m. last night, as I told you earlier. This morning at 7:30 a.m., there was a kid in the room next to me who wouldn't stop screaming out the window, "This is New York! Concrete jungle where dreams are made of!" Bro, every 5 fucking minutes, I could not drown it out. And I wanted to, I have multiple times either gone up to a person's door, because I get very angry. I get angry at babies on planes. I address these issues. I address them.
You address the
directly.
baby?
I have, yes.
You've addressed the baby.
Yes, it didn't work. I don't think he was able to understand what I was saying. but I usually go to the door or I smash on the wall. Yo, cut it out. And this morning, you know how I've been doing the magnets on my brain?
Yeah.
It's been altering the way I think about things. I'd be going down in these rabbit holes. Remember when I asked you about camping in the woods by yourself?
Yeah.
On the last episode? Well, when that was happening today, my next thought was, well, what if I bang on the wall and find out that the kid's autistic? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if the parents are like,
And,
no,
and that would happen.
my son's fucking autistic, bro. Like,
That's
he's trying
exactly what would happen.
he's trying to shoot a TikTok.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? An autistic TikTok video right now to send out to his friends. So I didn't do it, but I laid there, and then
Oh, that's a clip right there for TikTok. I saw the booger shoot out onto the mic. Damn, bro. That's the highlight of the episode right there.
I don't even want to finish the story.
If you're listening to audio, switch over.
No one's listening to audio. It's only a video audience, bro. Like,
How bad was it?
I have a cold.
That
I'm
was a
sick.
snot rocket.
I'm sick.
You're sick, and I'm sitting next to you.
So
Shut up,
embarrassing.
migraine.
Shut up, I'm a U.S. champ, bro. Respect me, motherfucker. I will frog splash the shit out of you.
Yeah. Damn. Back to
picking
back
on people?
embarrassment. The snot rocket, and then he got punked after.
Maybe you should have picked your nose. So that didn't happen.
Let's
Mike,
just cut that part out.
no, Mike, stand up for yourself.
I don't want to stand up right now.
Because he can't stand up because his ankles.
It's not that.
Dusty
I'm
bones.
tired, and the reason is because of this kid.
So was he autistic? Did we
No,
find out?
no. I kept going down this rabbit hole. A thought popped into my head. What if I'm autistic? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm
All right,
dead
let's
serious.
cut to an apology right
I'm not.
now.
No. Listen,
We
hear
made
me
a
out.
terrible lapse of judgment. What was it, Logan? What did you say? A moment. Just do it, bro.
I can write it for
A
you, Mike.
momentary lapse of judgment.
Severe and continuous. I'll write it for you, Mike.
And it got me thinking even further to a time when I was in school as a kid. Because nowadays, you know how there's that show Love on the Spectrum? And they have that spectrum of like,
Fantastic show.
and they have that like spectrum of autism. I was such an interruptive kid that I'm positive if I grew up in like the 2000s, they would have been like, yo, your son is autistic, bro, because I couldn't sit still. I would just have outbursts in class like they'd ask me for the answer of a math question. I'd be like, the unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Like just do dumb shit. I'd have outbursts, right? So then
you started singing out the window. You should have joined. You should have joined him.
No, then I started thinking even deeper. I was really getting into my head because when I was in 4th grade, they put me into the gifted program for highly intelligent individuals, and I would have to go to an after-school program. And I came to a conclusion: what if my teachers and my parents were lying to me, and I was not going to an enrichment program for gifted students, but I was simply going to a class for autistic kids?
It's entirely possible. I will say autistic kids are often gifted.
They go hand in hand.
Oftentimes.
Gotta be. Yeah.
I'm sorry. The magnets, they're working in certain ways, but other times maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a scam. Those
Are you getting scammed?
what are they connecting to those magnets? Like I have metal plates all on the side of my face. If I get those magnets put on there,
no, it would rip the mat. You wouldn't be able to do it. No, so basically it's shooting the magnets into the neurotransmitters that produce like feel-good chemicals, dopamine and serotonin. And it's like reinvigorating those nerve endings. And so they did a test when I first went to see like how much they had to use. They do like a motor threshold test where they put a magnet in, and if my hand moves, that's like the motor threshold. And they retested it last week, and that threshold had gone down. So they said that means that they're working because it takes less stimulation.
It's a scam, bro.
Yeah, it seems like a placebo.
He said that you're doing good. You're gonna be fine. You're doing great.
But go back to the marathon. Just count me out, maybe for a couple plays.
Look, New York City Marathon, best experience of my life. I'm gonna do it again next year. You should do it, Logan.
It's on my bucket list to
For real?
to run a half marathon. I don't know about a full marathon.
Those are the perfect distance because I was flying for the first half marathon, 7-minute miles the whole way. Like I was on track to smoke all my competition.
That's insane.
And then 17 miles in, I hit a wall. Like not literally, I just like I'm like holy shit, I'm gonna pass out here. And now it's like, do I want to finish fast and risk like falling down and getting all cut up and have to get ambulanced off or something? I don't finish the race. Like how embarrassing that would be, you know? So like I was like, all right, I got to take a second to walk. And of course, the second I stopped to walk, I see fans with signs, and I'm just like, this is the worst. Like I'm just letting these people down. I talk all this shit about running. This is what I do. You know, I'm supposed to be able to just power through this, but I'm a human, you know? I had my AirPods on. As soon as I stop to walk, I take them off. Jeff, and they're just looking at me like, what the fuck?
Oh man, they saw you quit.
Yeah, but then but they give you that motivation out there, you know, like they make you give it everything you got and more. Like I'm spent. I feel like I'm gonna die. I get on the phone, I call my mom mid-race.
What?
And she's like, Jeffrey, what are you doing? Aren't you in the race? And I'm like, Ma, I think I'm gonna die. And just people screaming for you, they cheer you on, and it just gets you going. It's crazy how people just come together and support each other. Like if you're running next to me and you're struggling and I don't even know you, like I'm gonna try and, you know, help you out.
Push you along.
Yeah, push
That's
you.
why I
and
like
motivate
Barry's
you.
boot camp. I've been going to Barry's boot camp.
For real?
Yeah. Dude, I like it. I didn't expect to like Barry's
Is
boot
this
camp.
a Nina thing?
She was like, yo, do you want to try this class? It's like 45 minutes in and out. I was like, yeah, all right. Like she's like, this is what you do in New York City.
I could just imagine Logan like with this belt and he's struggling
I bring
to, like,
the belt
to like he just, you know, his cardio, he just can't get something done, and there's like this old lady like, you got this.
That's what happens. We're all there to support each other. The lights red, the music's bussing. Like it's a good environment. Like people around you working out and also struggling is inspiring.
Yeah.
And
What are you doing? What is at Barry's boot camp? What do you do there?
They didn't pay me some money. Barry's, you owe me, or at least give me like a lifetime
But just
membership.
give me a.
It's like a hit workout, like high intensity burpees.
Yeah, you go from
push-ups,
the group goes to from the floor to the treadmill, and then they swap. So then you do run, and then you wouldn't be able to do it.
No, I could make a couple seconds.
It's not a couple seconds though. It's like a 45-minute quick. It's good, but I like the environment. It's for that reason. People cheering me on. My thing with marathons that I think would be difficult would be the sheer amount of miles there are. I've only ever ran 8 miles in a row. That's the furthest I've ever run. Yeah,
You only get one shot.
yeah, right.
8 mile.
8 miles.
Oh, nice.
But
As soon as I hit mile 8 too, I put on that soundtrack. and
Really?
it was
Okay.
bad though, because then I just started fucking sprinting. I got all fired up, and then
Yeah.
it's not good for
that's why you had
marathons.
to walk at 17. But see,
know.
if I hit mile 17 and I started walking because this is hard, you still have 9 miles to go.
That's
which
the
is
worst
furthest that
math.
I've ever run. Like that sucks, dude.
Yeah, if it's like you're at like mile 20 and it's like 6 to go, or like whatever, just when it's 17 and you're like, all right, I'm at 17, almost there. Wait, 9.2 more.
miles.
That fucks
Where
your
does
head
the
up.
wall usually happen? Like, what's the average?
Around 17, usually everybody hits it around there. You know, yeah, that's where it happened. But you know, fucking the rest of it, I just zoned out. I don't even know where I was at. I don't know what, like, because you go through each borough. It starts in Staten Island, just like my life. You know, you go over the Verrazano Bridge, and then you're in Brooklyn, and it's quiet on the bridge, and then you get off, and it's just everybody. You hear the crowd roaring, just like rumbling, and yeah, it's just like each borough, you see new people, and they're like, "Welcome to the fucking Bronx," you know.
Sick.
But I didn't know where I was at.
Where
I
does
was
it
just
end?
like, it ends in Central Park.
Oh, nice.
You see, speaking of New Yorkers and just like that New York energy, you see tracks, New York City, call out one of our Prime employees, Matt Zucco.
Oh yeah, I sent you the video.
Did you watch it?
No,
Yo,
can you explain it to me?
Matt Zucco, the most like
Nice.
docile,
Yeah.
nice, hardworking Prime employee. Like this guy comes with us on all our trips, sets up all our activations and stuff. He's a great guy. He's a great teammate, great employee. He's awesome. Pissed off this dude Trax NYC, who I believe is like a famous jeweler here in New York. He does TikTok content. He's the guy who
Oh, he hands out the gold.
hands out like
yeah.
He does cool content and he makes a lot of our stuff. He makes the Prime chains. He does a great job.
I think he was in Uncut Gems. Was he?
Was he?
Yeah,
No
they
way.
got a lot of real jewelers to be in.
Oh, that's
that.
awesome. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, he made a TikTok video. Like he's like, this motherfucker Matt, I made this gold bar for him because we're doing our Prime activation with the gold Prime, the $500,000 gold Prime, which he made. And he's like, Matt told me to go fuck myself and sent me to the back of the line. I'm getting jumped on. So Matt, come pick up your fucking gold, motherfucker. And I'm like, yo, what kind of miscommunication happened here where he went full New York on the most calm dude you could meet? But it got like, this video's got like 3-4 million views. Matt's getting harassed on his LinkedIn. His life's over because the tracks. The fans found him, dude. And he got this brick of gold because to do the test to melt the gold bottle, it comes in this weird shape. Like when the gold is dissolved in the vat of acid, it's like gone. You have to do like reverse osmosis to get it back. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the Golden Prime, if no one gets it and solves this code for this pop-up shop that we have in New York and London, by the end of 48 hours, the gold will be dissolved. Like truly dissolved. And so, yeah, there's some sort of miscommunication.
Wait, so it's actually gone. The acid, you can't bring that gold back?
As far as I know, this is what Mark Rober said, who built it. You can bring it back, but it's a very expensive process that costs just as much as the gold. So you essentially net zero. You'd have gold, but you just spent $1 million.
Well, what's the update? Has anybody won the bottle yet?
No one's won the bottle. The contest will be over in like less than 24 hours. Someone will maybe have won. Maybe the bottle will be dissolved. We'll see. But yeah, it's for the billionth Prime bottle, which is crazy. It's a lot. That's so much
Insane.
Prime.
We already clapped twice on the episode today. Usually I would clap for that because you won the championship and Jeff won the marathon.
Well, we can clap for it. Prime just sold the billionth bottle.
as seen on Forbes and Bloomberg and other.
Dude. I was
Publications.
on. I did some traditional media. That's part of the reason we're here in New York. Some mainstream media, you know, and I'm always hesitant to do mainstream media because they like to take stuff out of context. They like to paint you in a negative light. I did Good Morning America, and they did us justice. They told our story, and of course, she asked me about marketing to children. She's like, you know, what do you have to say about marketing to children? I'm like, children, damn.
What is there to say about it?
Well, that's you know, Chuck Schumer's claim, right? He's like, you know, they're targeting kids, and so we
Is that bad to target kids?
for an energy drink, yeah.
Oh yeah, for an energy drink
Yeah,
for sure. But,
yeah.
Oh, so she was talking specifically about that.
She was talking
not
about
the hydration.
Prime Energy.
Got it,
No,
got it.
but they often conflate the two, which is why
Correct.
I've continually harped on, and this is point A. You got to make the distinction between the two products. I don't know how to tell you this. I'll
Yeah.
say it again 1,000 times. I'm a broken record. One's in a can. It says energy. It's 18 plus. It's marketed that way. One's in a bottle. It's hydration. It's available for all ages. That's just how it is. If you're just drinking random stuff, you're putting it in your body and not reading energy drink on it or 18 plus on it, like, I don't know if it's a parenting thing. I don't know what it is, but that's the claim, right? And she asked it on Good Morning America. It's a fair question. Chuck Schumer brought it up. He made it a whole nationwide headline thing, and so I came with data. That's the thing, because you can say marketing to kids, but let's break it down.
Receipts.
Came with receipts. Marketing to kids. Okay, where do we market? Social media creators, social media first brand. That's where we market our product primarily. I'd say 95% of the time. So what are the demographics? We can look. We have those answers. What are the analytics? 90% of my audience is above the age of 18. 93% of Prime's audience on the Instagram page is above the age of 18. So not only is saying marketing to children simply untrue based on the product or the platform where we market our product, we also put 18 plus disclaimers on Prime Energy. So the clip went on Twitter, and this dude Rob commented back, and I don't know why I engaged with this guy or like anyone on social media.
Mistake number one.
Yeah,
Mistake
but like
number
you
one.
know, I'm hoping that maybe one of these guys will be like, you know what, I am a fucking idiot.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Now I realize that. He responded to it. He said, how many kids under 18 can sign up for Instagram? Instagram restricts it to 13 and over. I can tell you that my elementary school child and her school all talk about your drink. So going off of Instagram tells half the story. I responded, my bad. We've been accused of marketing to children. If I just showed you that 90% of my audience is 18 plus on the platform where we market our product, please enlighten me. What half of the story am I missing, Rob? My point is that the product is beyond an Instagram platform. I know kids ages as young as 10 are asking to have Prime. To say 90% of your demographic is 18 and above isn't correct. Do a basic YouTube search.
Well, yeah. Also,
but I just showed you that. I just showed you, Rob.
People say like they could be lying about their age on YouTube and Instagram. That's like the common like comeback to this.
We can only do so much.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be something to be said about everything, but as a brand,
have you ever tried like not caring?
It's tough when you have
like, dude, like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. I guess for the rest of the Prime team, but like for you, you know by now that if you, like MrBeast, go build 1,600 wells in Africa to make sure that kids there have water or whatever the number was, that someone's gonna blame,
that was fucked up. That
someone's
did that.
gonna blame.
That was fucked up. That he
no,
did
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
How dare he?
No, his problem, his mistake was he did it well white. That was what he got canceled for. He was too white to solve the problem. That was literally what
That's
insane.
insane.
That's what the pushback was. They said, "What, you think we need a white person to like?" Have you not figured out by now that it does not matter what you do? You could stop every conflict. You could fix every problem. You can cure cancer. And you will always be the worst person on the planet. And the sucky part about that, just to be completely frank with you, is I'm just the worst person on the planet's friend. I don't even get any of the fucking money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you think I fucking feel? They turn to me, they're like, your best friend fucking markets this fucking poison to children. I'm like, bro, what do you
Snake oil?
Fucking tell him?
But even that thesis is fucking crazy. Poison.
It's
poison.
delicious.
It's not just it's tasty. It's a better for you product. That's why we made it. Go drink a Gatorade. Yeah, go ahead. Consume 36.
I can't let you say
drink
that.
a Celsius.
No, I
It'll
can't
shrink-
allow you to
no,
say
I
that.
want you to- I want
it'll
you to go
shrink
do
your
it.
dick down.
Nah, don't
Go
do it.
drink 36 grams of sugar, more than 3 Krispy Kreme donuts in one setting, and what, like 100 plus calories? Like it's crazy. It's archaic. We made a product that is legitimately better for you and fills an important niche in the market that for whatever reason just hadn't been disrupted properly. But sorry, I lost my train of thought. You're the worst person ever. Oh, yeah, yeah, worst person ever. No, yeah, and on Good Morning America,
They said that?
no, we had a 20-minute interview with this girl. Eva was her name, and they only used, of course, 20 seconds of it in the final thing. We had a great conversation. This girl was very sweet, and she asked me. She's like sitting there and talking with me, and she's like, like a lot of people hate you. And I'm like, yeah, I hate myself sometimes. But one thing I didn't push back, and maybe I should have, is while that's true, there's also an overwhelming amount of positivity and love.
Where are you seeing this?
Yeah.
I only see a bunch of hate out there.
All right, I got a question. No, because
the
your sister,
WWE the WWE changed everything.
What do you mean?
The WWE people love you, bro. Like heavy. No, sorry. I was kidding about there are some people that obviously someone
Of course
likes
they do,
you,
Michael.
bro.
I'm the U.S. champ.
Yeah.
I'm the U.S. champ. I won fair and square.
Sorry, I just woke up. I didn't even know we were doing the show until like 2 minutes ago, bro. I was asleep at the wheel. That shit is crazy, bro. Like, actually, I really want to say that quickly. Like, the WWE shit is like awesome.
I don't need you to gas me up. I liked it better when you talk shit about me.
Meat rider.
You fucking dick rider. Nah, but your sister messaged me and she said something to me
What you
that
said?
made me open my eyes, because I think by addressing or like paying attention to, or even giving a lot of people hate you any merit is doing a discredit to people who like what I do. And people who listen to the show, people who are inspired or entertained or decide to pursue their dream because they saw me do it. Like, there's a lot of love. There is a lot of positivity.
No one cares about that stuff.
I never get the hate in real life, ever, because social media is not real life. And your sister messaged me. She's like, how can this be true? How can you have 90 million followers plus and have a multi-billion-dollar hydration company if everyone hates you?
Maybe
Does that math? Does that make sense?
Maybe they're drinking it because they hate you. You ever think about that before? Like, have you ever seen someone angrily drink Prime? I bet you they do it. Like, what if somebody's like, fuck this kid, do this bullshit, better for you beverage, 1 billion bottles. Well, you know what? I'll be 1,000,000,001. Eat that, asshole. And they chug it and fucking piss all over the floor in the kitchen.
Now, there's,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
know
That
what?
could be
You know what?
happening.
All jokes aside, there are so many more worse people on the internet than you, Logan.
Jeff.
Especially right now.
Jeff.
You know, you've just been in this game too long.
No, but Jeff, you're still putting me in a bucket of like evil scumbag.
We have like rap sheets of felonies that we have. And we're like, you're the bad guy.
No, that's crazy.
Mine were expunged.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna say, what have I done? And people are gonna comment below who bought into some false narrative that some clickbaiting, misleading, biased YouTuber convinced you is true. And the one thing that I think I have on my side is the truth, and the truth will always prevail.
Man, this
I really believe
yawn
that.
fest, bro. You're a bill. Who gives a fuck, dude? Who cares?
I'm just saying.
You're the U.S. champ. You're not to gas you up, because at the end of the day, keep in mind, I don't have the belt. I don't have the money. I'm just I'm the shitty person's best friend. So I'm not trying to do anything here. You know what I don't like? That women have a bargaining tool and a negotiating chip that we don't.
Nipples.
Close. The vagina.
Yeah.
They could wiggle their way out of any scenario, bro. Like I'm sure you've been in a situation like this before.
Oh, this is Velcro? I always thought it like clicked in.
Do you have some sort of problem? Like actual issue?
I just want to blast somebody in the head with it, you know?
I'm
Like,
gonna, for sure. I put my junk all over that.
Oh, yeah, here. Take
Wait, does someone else win that after you, or do you get to, like I know they win it after
Not
you,
if I
but
can help it, brother.
What is the future for the
What's
US
the future for the U.S. champ?
Yeah.
I don't see my title reign ending here. Yeah. Wait, what were you saying? What were you saying? You saying girls could wiggle their?
Yeah, I just think that's unfair, bro. Like, I get in a huge fight with my girlfriend, and I'm like, I'll go to bed like, dude, I got a full game plan for the next morning, dude. I'm gonna approach her. I'm gonna say X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking handle this shit, bro. She's not gonna be doing this shit no more. And you wake up and you just look over, and then all of a sudden, you know, you start to feel a little tingling, you know, and all that argument, all that stuff just goes right out the window. You forget about all the bad stuff. Men are fucking slaves, bro, to that. You really got to be a big man, a big shot to be able to overlook the power of the pussy, bro. Do you guys ever fall victim to it?
It's called mastery. You know, it's mastery.
I thought you were gonna say masturbation.
Masturbation,
That's
yeah. That is a good way to- I
way
think
to
that's where
like
he
get
was
around
going
it.
to,
You know,
yeah.
if you're really thinking like, "Fuck, I gotta do this shit," you know, just go jerk off. You know.
You're actually right. I noticed back in my single life, if I wanted to really focus and zone in on my game and myself and that hustle,
Just whack off.
whack off all the time.
What if that's a sin?
Is it possible to ask for forgiveness for committing that
Yeah,
particular sin?
100%.
And what does that sound like? I'm just curious.
I'd like to confess for my sins. One of those is masturbating. It's kind of a weird conversation to have with God. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm asking. I'm
Well,
genuinely
also,
curious.
it's kind of a strange scenario too, because I'm not sure, like, I've asked many people about this. There's no real like Bible verse that deals directly with like self-pleasure. Like, I once asked our Christian expert friend, George, about this, and he told me that it's not a sin as long as you're not lusting while you're doing it. So basically you have to be thinking about like household items. Does that make sense? Like, you can't be thinking about porking your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You have to really just think about just like maybe just white noise or like space. You know what I'm saying? If you can do, because there's no direct.
That sucks.
I
dude.
know, it's really hard. So then when he told me that, because I have like moral OCD where I feel like I'm doing something wrong a lot. And so like I wanted to try to jerk off while thinking about like a ladder.
Tough.
And it didn't work, bro. You know? Have you ever played with a slinky before?
Mm-hmm.
That you could jerk off that slinky.
No, because then your penis becomes one, bro. And then you had me at the top of the stairs. Like, I wonder if it'll go to the bottom. You know what I'm saying, dude? I don't know, dude. Just like I said, the magnets. I got an excuse, bro. Y'all just do the show. Y'all just do the show, bro. Leave me the fuck alone. Unless you want to abuse me, assault me, verbally accost me.
We
Then
did that
turn to me,
for the
make
first
fun of me, and go
half.
back to your conversation.
Your sister messaged me too.
Don't you ever bring up my
Your
sister.
sister
Don't you
messaged
ever
me.
bring up my sister, you scum fuck.
Nah, she didn't. I was gonna make something up, but
Your hair is just...
it's no good right now.
No, it's great.
Crazy.
It's so high. You have the highest hair.
I gave away my hair products, so there's like just residue in there right now. Old residue.
Just getting
been
higher
handing
by the
them out.
second.
Yeah, it's the running. You know, where's that PDF? What else? What's going on in the news?
No.
You
Listen,
know?
you don't want...
It's all lame. I was asking Nina beforehand. I'm like, give me some like pop culture current event. She's like, okay. Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift
Nah,
went to a restaurant. I was like, cool.
No,
She's
we're
like,
not doing
Harry Styles shaved his hair.
No.
Did he?
Oh damn!
What? See, I passed on that. I didn't think anything of that.
That's a big deal.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, buzz cuts are in.
Well, we ain't getting no help from our fucking producer, I'll tell you that much. Nah,
What
fuck
cheating
your
thing? Who's cheating?
thing, dude.
Thompson said after he cheated on Chloe, he felt like shit, which is
Oh, that was very funny.
Oh, that was funny. No, and the way he said it was Dylan, thank you for that. But I will say that was a good input. It's not on the PDF.
Do we have a PDF?
Well, yes, we do have a PDF.
didn't get it.
Can I tell you what the majority of the PDF is? Just the Grammy nominees listed.
no, scroll
There's no I see it, Dylan. I see it. But what I'm saying is Grammy nominations are announced. Coco Jones and Gracie Abrams.
Oh, the whole thing is just Grammy noms.
Look.
It's just best record of the year, album of the year.
I'm kidding, Dylan. I'm kidding, but also, what the fuck, bro? Okay. Tristan Thompson on cheating. This actually was dang.
This is funny.
He just said, when I cheat, I feel disgusted the next day. he said it like contextually to like a pattern. Like dude, whenever I cheat, I feel gross the next day. He talked about it the way I talk about Taco Bell when I sit on the toilet after I ate it the night before. You know what I'm saying?
And you're going to do it again. You're going to do it again.
Dude, like, you know what I'm saying?
Just absolutely no learning, no takeaway.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get there. Have you? I don't have to ask him though. That's the thing. There's a question here. Have you ever cheated or been cheated on?
Let me say this. If I have, why would I say it on this fucking show?
The reason I asked you, as a yes man and a fucking LP meat ride dick sucker, is because I know that you never have. So you're supposed to answer that.
I know, but I'm saying it's crazy that it's on the PDF. Because who on this show would be like, oh, I have cheated, unless you're Sophia Franklin.
Jeff,
what?
Have you cheated before?
Nah, but there was this one time in Colombia, but it don't really count because.
Oh, was it paid? It doesn't count.
Paid?
It's paid. Yeah, like prostitute.
No, I didn't get a prostitute. No, it was just like
Farmhand.
It was like a Penelope Cruz type of looking, girl, and I'm a big fan of that movie Blow, so I felt like I was Boston George.
Oh, so you weren't you when you did it.
I was like in character. Yeah, I was living in a movie. You know.
I've not cheated.
I
don't plan on cheating. No. But I've been cheated on. I've been cheated on. It's shitty. It's shitty. You know what though? It wasn't a physical cheating. It was like an emotional texting thing.
That sounds like something a liberal would say.
This is going somewhere.
No.
You got text cheated on?
Yeah, she was like setting up trips with like these guys in Dubai who are like, send me a passport, we'll have fun and money.
Yeah, she needs dough.
But she's dating me.
I'm kidding, bro. But also
she was texting Zayn Malik.
Yeah, but she
was texting Zayn Malik.
Yeah, but she didn't do it. No, I mean, I hear
she was sick. She was sick.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. You definitely.
She was like, "Wow, thanks for the Z-Pack. That's so great." And then I seen she was texting Zayn Malik, and Zayn sent her a Z-Pack. She was like, "Thanks, Zayn. No one's ever done this for me before. You're such a cutie."
No way.
That's cheating.
Yeah, that part. I didn't know about that part.
I saw this video on YouTube the other day. It's about yachting. It's like superstar celebrities that get paid like insane amounts of money. So basically everyone's a hooker in the whole world. Like everyone's a prostitute. Everybody has a number.
Yeah.
And there's like these guys in Saudi Arabia with oil money that would give you like, like a crazy number.
Yeah.
Like how much would it take you to fuck a dude? Honestly. Don't say nothing, because there's got to be a number. Like, it fixes your brain. You don't have to do those magnets anymore. And you could, like...
Oh, not even monetary? There's a scientific outcome?
Anything, yeah.
They'd probably pay for it.
How are they going to facilitate something? How would they facilitate something like that?
The names they dropped in this video,
I've
like
seen
Kylie Jenner
bro,
does
I've seen
it.
it.
Like,
I understand.
She's a billionaire. What does she need?
We've heard this before.
100%.
We've heard this before.
There's a catalog sent via WhatsApp and private WhatsApp messages with a price tag on some of your favorite actresses, models in the world. And Jeffrey, I will tell you this.
It's fake.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fake. It's not real.
I guess it's
not real. I'm telling you, it's not real.
Some would say that you have a problem with reality. And I would agree with all of those people.
You think Kylie Jenner?
I'm one of the people in your comments.
You think Kylie Jenner?
No. I didn't say Kylie Jenner is a billionaire.
Yeah, but he says she's
No,
on the
I
list.
wasn't talking about her. No, not his list. You know what list. I'm talking about the other one that fucking...
Oh, that list could...
That's what I'm saying.
Could be real, but there's also people on that list where it's just not real, Mike.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
That's what it was. These girls are huge now.
Yeah,
but
do you
at the
think she got the
time...
money to start the lip kit?
Can a girl just be successful though?
100%. We're not saying
it happens.
No, we're not saying
I just watched a YouTube video. I'm just saying what I saw. I'm not saying that.
No one said we created the fucking Discord. It's just it was shown to us, And someone said some very large stars. And by the way, the numbers weren't that high. They were relatively affordable. Like even potentially a doctor.
This whole conversation about black market high end prostitution is a wild one.
I think it's a terrible thing that needs fixing.
Well, maybe you don't have to like go fully like fucking have sex with some.
Well, now that he said that, it's just
like big fat hairy old dude, you know. Maybe you just got to hang out there or something and be like naked. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
Like something light like that.
Yeah, but I feel like everybody's got to have like some number, you know.
Yeah. It's a fair conversation.
This PDF's actually not that bad. I wanna. I know I don't do this much. I am very self-aware. I want to take a second to apologize to you, Dylan. No, I'm serious. This is actually. If I had just simply. I really didn't get much sleep. I was dealing with some personal stuff.
You were standing over here.
And I was over there late. And then,
Personal stuff.
yeah. On Twitter, a video went viral of a woman giving another group of people behind her, it looks like one other woman behind her, shit for kicking the back of her seat because she had reclined it. And it brought up a massive debate over the morals and ethics of the economy class airplane
You should
section.
bring your girlfriend into this conversation.
She knows all about them economy seats.
And when people are or are not allowed to or morally in the right to recline their seat. It's a very interesting conversation.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a conversation. There's no conversation. The seats recline. The planes were built for seats to recline.
Yep.
If you have a problem with the person in front of you reclining a seat, you are the problem.
Yep. I agree with you.
What? There's no argument.
Well,
if this ever happens to me, I don't know how to handle it without getting violent.
I agree with you.
Mike Tyson him.
No, I agree with you. I feel the same. And that was my sentiment on it. But just know there is a bit of a debate. There is a school of people who believe that in economy you shouldn't recline your seat without asking first. Without asking
That's
the person.
Interesting.
Now, no. It's the way I look at it is when you're in economy, everyone in economy suffers together. We are there to
like Barry's boot camp.
To work together to get through this flight. That's the only goal as a team, okay? Mm-hmm. So as a team, if you're telling me that everyone is going to sit at a 90 degree, probably even more, a 88 degree angle, like to a point of severe spinal pain where you have to go to Mount Sinai and
get a spinal tap
and get a tap, so that every person could have just another quarter inch of space to work on their laptop. We get it, bro. You're in economy. It sucks. It fucking sucks, especially if you're flying overseas on a red eye and your knees are stuck in the seat of the person in front of you, regardless of recline, and you're working on your laptop like this, and you're eating old sandwiches or little bags of pretzels. Yet sucks, dude. But does it have to suck even more? Like you want the person, this video went completely viral and turned into this massive debate. I really can't believe that people would expect you not to recline. Like there's a button there.
It's insane.
Put there by the airline saying, please, please resource whatever level of enjoyment you could find from this current torture that you have subjected yourself to in this seating arrangement. And now you can't use it because there's a fucking Karen behind you that's gonna kick your seat the whole fucking time.
Imagine if all those people had the same attitude as the people in the marathon. Like you see a person having an anxiety attack about to snap, and you're just like, we're almost there. You got this.
Doesn't
like
happen.
just stick it out a little bit
Doesn't
more,
happen.
But no, everybody just wants to kill each other on planes.
Yeah, it's always
It
on
is.
planes.
I
Like
just-
love thy neighbor just goes out the window. Yeah, everyone's an enemy, including the flight attendants. I've had some good flight attendants, but I gotta say one thing that ticks me off. Perhaps you gentlemen who are smarter than me can explain this to me. Why do we have to stow our tray tables and put our seats in the upright
Because you
position
need
when we
be-
land?
be-
No,
you know
no,
why.
no,
You
no, I
know
don't.
why. Yes, you
because
do.
what the fuck?
In the event
what
of
kind
an emergency,
and
in the
what
event
is
of an
that gonna
emergency,
do
there
if the
needs
plane
to
is
be a
going
clean
down?
egress
Yo?
route. No, maybe the plane's,
Egress?
Maybe the plane's not going down. Maybe as it's landing on the runway, a fucking tire pops off and the plane tilts on its side. A small fire is created in one of the cabins because they had at that time been heating up hash browns for the service during the flight. A small fire erupts. The fire trucks aren't able to get there on time.
Because my tray table is down.
The woman
because my seat is
done.
2 inches
the woman
further
next
than it
to
needs to
hair
be.
has caught on fire. Ah, ah, ah. She needs to get out of the seat. And since your table's down, table's down.
I'm a
Little
window
Miss
seat guy.
Winters
I'm always a
fucking
window
perishes
seat guy.
on that
Miss
plane,
Winters
bro.
is an aisle. She's not going to be affected by my tray table.
It doesn't mean okay. Then how about if you can't get out? How about if your stupid mullet
So be
catches
it.
on fire
So be
and you
it.
can't get out because of your fucking tray table? That's why.
No, that's
why.
Okay, explain the seat then. Why does my seat need to
Because
be in
the
upright
person
position?
behind you. We get it, Logan. This doesn't affect you in your first class cabin. Okay.
I fly economy. I lied.
Bro.
I lied.
In the economy section, the egress can potentially be blocked by the 1/4 of a centimeter recline that those seats go back.
So, yo, let the fucking Reggies put their seat in upright
Oh,
position.
Oh,
Can I get some sort of first class voucher? I'm the US champ, dog. I want to sit there with my seat reclined while we land, my feet up and the tray table out, eating my souffle.
Yeah.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I'm the US champ, son.
You ever notice some of the flight attendants don't always like do their job fully? Like I land sometimes like just completely.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
those
yeah.
are my favorites.
My faves.
On the way
My
out, I'm
faves.
like, "What's good, my brother?
What's good?
Appreciate you, man." And
Sometimes
they know the
yeah,
handshake.
you can get away with it.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
can get away with it.
What about exit row when they ask you like, are you willing to assist
No.
if something goes down?
Dude.
No, you
just-
got to say yes,
Yes,
otherwise you
say-
can't sit
you
there.
A
say-
verbal yes.
But what are they asking you? You know,
Okay, if the plane crashes into the side of a mountain, okay, or into the water and smashes into 1,000 pieces, are you going to memorize the steps to save everyone on this plane? That's what they're asking. Oh, you want another 2 inches of leg room? You now have to be the savior for every human on this aircraft, Jeff Wittick.
but if you're in the exit row, you're getting the fuck out
Immediately.
first,
I bought a parachute.
No, one last thing. Very last thing.
You bought a pair of shoes?
Babies. First of all, in general, just as a general statement, but then on planes.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be there. I don't think they should be there. I don't think they should be there. I think there needs to be a service of some kind.
under the plane. Put them on
That
under
would
the
be
dock.
number one. Or to ship your babies from where. And I got a lot of shit for this on Twitter because I did.
Oh my God. I have it.
The US Championship belt.
I have that too. You came up with that brilliant
Thank you.
idea,
That's
I
what
gotta
was gonna
say,
explain.
to put the dogs on their own flight.
Oh yeah.
Terrier,
Yeah.
right? You can travel with your fellow pet companion,
Yeah.
and you it's fine, it's allowed,
Yeah.
right? This service allows you to travel with your baby. Fuck it, send the baby alone, and it's called Day Care, CAIR. Babies only, all crying, communicating to each other, talking baby, getting to their destination. Parents pick you up.
You know what? Pixar movie.
Pixar movie.
Toddler.
Toddler.
Daycare. I think they're both. I think
No,
they-
because there's a few chaperones.
question for you: is there first class on that flight?
100% for,
Do the
for them
seats?
bougie
do the
babies.
Seats, do the seats recline?
Nah, because babies are kind of like mushy.
Yeah, they'll fall out. They'll fall out.
Well, they don't need the same kind of support and structure that adults need. You ever seen like?
No,
you
they
ever
need
really seen a
more.
baby?
Oh, yeah.
No, dude. They're kind of like
Nah,
basically
what,
Jello.
bro,
They
dude,
are a slinky.
yes, I understand that, but if you don't put your, this is from my studies. If you don't put your hand properly to support a baby's head, it falls off.
I've seen that.
Now,
It's just a known thing. It's Neil. I think has kids. Have you ever lost any of their heads? Not yet. Okay. Babies on planes. Thank you for coming up with that idea. I had another one, because they're starting to come up with sections now called baby-free zones, and you actually have to pay a premium to be in that section. It's a new plan. I don't know who rolled it out. Probably some I don't even know, airline, right? But what I was thinking was, because I also fly business class now. I'm blessed and it's amazing to be there. But people fly with their babies next to me in a bed, like a little baby has his own business class, and it just screams the whole time. It's just not a really good experience.
While it's frustrating, I get it. The baby has to travel with the parent. It's one of those things like, bro, I like a peaceful, quiet flight as well. I get upset when I have to stow my tray table and put my seat up right when we land. That upsets me. But if a baby's crying, you got to empathize with the parent.
I don't
man.
think. No, I don't.
Come on.
No,
What
I
are they
want that
supposed to
baby.
do?
I want
What are you
that
supposed to
baby.
do?
I want that
It's
baby.
gonna be you one day. Because it's gonna be, if you plan on having kids, it's gonna be you one day.
It made me not want to have kids.
Oh.
Dude, so I came up with this idea called
Contraception. Plain edition.
condoms. No, I came up with this idea called muffler. And what it is
Oh, you
it's-
already have a prototype?
Yeah, it's a mask. It's a mask that the baby wears, and it turns their screams into white noise. So it actually produces a calming effect for the plane. It utilizes the energy of the voice of the baby screaming their fucking
Damn.
agonizing
It's so good.
brains out, and it
Yeah.
turns it into white noise. I actually have packaging already too.
It's so good.
This is the packaging. So basically,
God, it's like a
basically it has soft fit technology, which is hyperallergenic and gentle on baby skin. Adaptive noise cancellation, which turns cries into calming white noise.
No
And-
way you made that.
And we're current. No, my head of design did.
That's actually a really good idea.
And we're currently working on a V2, which is a holiday base that turns it into Christmas music.
If your baby's wearing this thing, you may have an assassin baby. This is the most.
What are assassins though known for? Moving in silence. You never hear a single fucking thing. You never hear a single word out of them, bro.
That's the best
you're
fucking
brilliant.
idea you ever
I'm
had.
just
Fucking
saying, bro.
brilliant.
Think about it. You put this thing on the baby. Bro, have you ever heard? Hold on, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Watch this. Sorry. You got to hear this. You know when they reach screaming, like it's not just crying, like it's like when it seems like their head may explode as they scream. I'm sorry, I'm a very calm and patient person. I deal with a lot. I'm co-host with one of the most hated people in the world. Okay, but for some reason that baby screaming like that, it fires me up on the inside. It makes me feel a putrid rage that I want to self-harm.
You ever press the baby?
No, I would never. The babies are
You ever
babies.
catch a baby staring at you? Like
That's
straight
fine.
up disrespect.
I have no problem with that.
Rude.
It's the screaming, especially when we know a product like this exists. That parent, let me put it like this: if you're spending $2,000, $4,000 to fly your baby in first class, your baby's got a little bib and is ordering fucking souffle and duck confit. You could afford to buy your baby a fucking a psychopathic mask to make their cries turn into white
What's the
noise.
price point on those masks?
Looking at like $299, probably.
Okay.
Radio Shack.
That's not bad. Radio Shack.
Does that
They're
particular store still exist?
They're making a comeback for this product.
What do you think I can know? Or what do you guys know? Yeah, okay. I'm raising $10 million to get a pro.
I'll be your first investor. I'm in. It's brilliant.
That's actually,
And-
yeah, I'm
And
impressed.
guess what? Both you guys have equity, regardless of if you invest.
No
you know,
way.
everyone in this room has equity because I feel like
Yes.
you should take care of your people.
Yeah.
Did anybody win that $1 million bottle yet?
Actually,
Not that I know.
It's actually $1 billion.
It's a 1 in a million chance.
how
Is it 6 digits?
Yeah.
Any random combination?
They made the odds crazy hard. I said 1 in 10,000, but I think they wanted to make it really competitive because in the last hour the odds go down. It's like 1 in 10,000, and then I think in the last like 10 minutes it's like 1 in 100, and the last minute it's like 1 in 10.
Damn, I want to get over there. Let's wrap this
You have the
thing
best
up.
odds in the last
Shut
hour,
the
I
fuck
believe.
up. You don't tell us when we end our podcast.
Did you hear that?
You don't talk to Jeff like that.
I'm sick of both of you.
I'm about
I've
to go
been
get a
sick
half
of
$1
you
million.
for years. No, you're not. You're not going to win. You already tried once. You lost. You failed miserably.
You missed everything you just said. At the end, it becomes easy.
It
It's like
doesn't
a,
matter. You're not going to win. It's going to be like the time you lost to everyone at the marathon. Every other creator who beat you. Senseless. Just like you lose all your fights. I don't feel good when I do this stuff. I don't know how it makes you guys feel good. It doesn't make me feel good. I like being nice. That didn't
No,
make
that
me
was
feel
good. That
no,
was-
that didn't
that
make
was
me
Say
feel
something nice
good.
to Jeff. I got
No,
a
that was
You
flower.
have
good.
fantastic hair. Your skin looks great. You're a good-looking guy. People really like you.
no,
I
I'd
think-
rather the insults. That was funny when you said that I lost that marathon.
I didn't like it. Didn't make me feel good on the inside. I see this all day on the from the streaming world.
I made a video on it, and when you called me to give me that nice like advice or whatever, that little pep talk, we put Jake Paul's brother's friend for you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Does it bother you that the guy who has run the fastest marathon ever in history did it at a speed twice as fast as you? Can you compute that?
Nuts.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's just that's insane how those guys could do that. It really is nuts. It's an outright sprint for 2 hours.
How fast mileage is that? He's got to be going like 16,
14 miles per hour or something.
That's ridiculous.
Does he wear shoes?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Why do you ask?
I don't know. I felt like I had seen people run without shoes.
There's people that do a bunch of weird stuff, but they're not competing with the elites. Like those guys from Kenya, they are fucking. It's just insane. I don't get it. I don't get how it makes sense.
They got a special type of water, MrBeast water over there.
Fucking so white, dude. He's so white. I can't believe that happened, dude. He even predicted it. He said that he was going to get that negative feedback
when he gets feedback that's negative for doing something like objectively fucking amazing for humanity and the greater good, and also positive, like everyone who's commenting, what are you doing besides just being a negative Nancy? It makes me lose a lot of faith in our species, like a lot. It really makes me feel like ants. Like we think we think we're this hyper advanced, like sentient, conscious species doing cool things in this planet. No,
I don't think we've ever been dumber.
We're little.
I don't think
apes.
we've ever been dumber than we are right now.
More, like more even that sentence, more dumb, I think would be the correct way to say it grammatically. And that includes us. That includes us. It's all of us.
We're all just haters.
Oh, exactly. We're all haters. That's it. We're all haters.
It's just crazy. Like it's like even bringing.
I wish I put those wells there, you know. And because I didn't, I'm gonna bring him down.
MrBeast, real.
MrBeast.
I don't want to bring him down. I'm just saying that's
real.
what the people are saying. You know, I'm not one of those guys that are like fucking cancel him for putting those wells in
what,
Africa.
Dylan? What? Then tell me something else. You want to hug the wall like you're bored? Then give me another topic. Quick topic. How about some representation from the Mexican audience? Kevin, you got any comments? You're sleeping. We put half the fucking room to sleep with this podcast.
They were charging that family $50 for their kids being annoying at a restaurant. Back to the kid tag. Sorry, tag.
You got upcharged $50 for being annoying. Give us some
annoying
fucking creds. Have them paint on the table. That's what we did when we were kids. Now you hand kids an iPad. They shut up for 2 hours.
Are you think you're gonna be one of those parents that just hand your kid?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna hand my kid an iPad. Shut up. Shut up. Immerse yourself in this world. Blocks?
Yeah, like build stuff with your physical.
Maybe I'll give him a block.
I think Jeff has something, and I see it in his face. It's gonna be good too.
Why?
Because I know you found something in that device of yours, and you looked up like you got something. What do you got?
Mark Zuckerberg tore his ACL recently,
Saw
right?
that, yeah.
Right after Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan and was like, you know what? I'll fucking fight him anytime, anywhere, any martial art. And Joe Rogan was like, are you serious? Like, now it's going to have to happen, you know? And then the next day, ACL gets torn.
Yeah.
I think that there's some conspiracy going on there. Like, Elon somehow fucking Neuralink tore that ACL.
Nortor.
Yeah. It wasn't just a random, like, he was training that day and it tore.
Could you
know?
imagine being capable of sabotage at that level? Like at a nano level? Like you don't like somebody, you fucking give them a stroke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no one could trace it back to, yo, stroke him out.
He could definitely do shit like that.
Dude, I wish Elon Musk would stroke me out, bro.
I wish I could tear Cody Co's ACL like that.
Would you do that if you could? It would give you, if it gave you a leg up at the next marathon, or
hell yeah!
or
If I could just snap my fingers,
then he would just join the marathon and he would win.
Yeah.
He would win. Cody Co would win the marathon, easy, bro.
Yeah,
he's a wheelchair expert, dude. I bet
he works hard. He works hard. Yeah, if I could just snap Casey's leg.
Casey's nice at.
Nice that. Yeah, he's such a good guy, and he's always so nice to me. But It's just competition, you know?
100%.
This ain't a team sport.
Well, you remember what Tanya Harding did to Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah, I would do some shit like that.
Would you, dude? I could see that fucking story happening.
And it's
Jeff
Cody.
Whittick, yeah, and it's Cody Pedrino,
Evil Cody, yeah, my
who
Cody.
smashed Casey Neistat's knee with a pipe right before the 2024 Olympics or what's it called, marathon. And he yanked, damn, bro, you would do that? You would assault someone like that? Let me ask you one last question.
I wouldn't do that. Hell yeah, I would do that shit.
Let me ask you one last question, Jeff and Logan Paul, US champion. What do you guys think about Sean Strickland? Man, that dude is out of control right now, bro.
I like that he's the champ now, mixing it up a little bit, talking shit to
bro,
everyone.
he is talking shit to everybody, bro. He's been going at everybody. He even went at the Nelk boys on Twitter the other day, and he was like, he said, yo, I got to watch an episode of the Nelk Boys podcast. Like it was the first time he ever seen it. He was on the Nelk Boys podcast. and Kyle like retweeted it and said, Bud forgot he was on the podcast.
Yeah.
But like, he's like, you know, when you like, it's like he's so anti-influencer, which makes so much sense to me. And I get it. Like, dude, sometimes I feel very like, I generally lead with like, yo, I'm an author. When I meet people, you could lead with like, yo, I started a business. Like, you're a barber. Or like whatever you want to lead with, because like
is that what you would lead with?
Celebrity, or like you make
I wouldn't
products.
say celebrity barber. No, I mean,
What
yeah,
he wants-
I own a beauty and hygiene hair care line. Podcaster.
Yeah, all I'm getting at there is there's a lot of like negative sentiment towards influencers, right? So like I get that. I'm with Sean Strickland on that, but oddly, it seems like once he started like tweeting and seeing like all them likes and retweets and shit, now he like has been tweeting more. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like he's starting to feel like what it feels like to be an influencer, and he's liking it.
It's that dopamine hit.
Yeah.
People are fucking with you.
Yeah.
They're riding with what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's outlandish. He says whatever the fuck he wants, and we're in a day and age where that's awesome. Everyone loves that. It's what you say. He's spicing it up. He's shifting through the landscape a little bit. I want Izzy to win. You know, Izzy's my boy, but he was a better man that night, and he's entertaining. I gauge a lot of how I feel about things, or maybe even people, about how entertained I am.
What do you think about this tweet? From Sean Strickland, by the way. We need to have an open conversation about seeing dicks. Just understand what he led with, the starter, the appetizer for there. I'll change in a locker room and people get uncomfortable. Bro, you literally jerk off to dudes all the time in porn, yet me changing throws you off? Bunch of closeted gays, LMAO. Like, what was he thinking? That's a real tweet, bro. That's a real tweet. Like, what?
The tides are shifting.
Towards
you
what,
know?
Jeff? The tides are shifting towards what, Jeff?
That's what people want now. You know, if you said that 5 years ago, I'd be like, oh, whoa.
No. The one thing, this has nothing to do with Sean, because something already tells me he's gonna see this and respond to it. But now if you just say something outlandish, people will support it because they think you're going against the tide of like not saying outlandish shit. Does that make sense? Like you're fighting back against like woke censorship.
Wokeness is under attack.
No, good. Thank God I hate it. But that's not going to make me go out there and just start being like, gays. Like,
you know who's really slashing the woke army?
Who?
Candace Owens. I'm just saying. I've seen some clips of her with the saber.
Is she still around?
Yeah.
She actually, I'm not going to lie. She probably gets way more views than us. She probably gets hella fucking views.
But what does that mean?
remember
What is
what
it?
she
Wait, no,
said?
why is that your metric for success? What is that your metric for? Like, what is that? Is that, there's more things than views.
I mean, as a performance metric for a show, I feel like that probably would be the main.
I think she probably does get more views than us.
Remember when she said I had an underbite?
You do.
Do you remember? I don't have an. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Like that.
No, but that's
she
what I'm
could have
saying.
said so many things about me, and she said I had an underbite, which I don't.
You should honestly be grateful because she took a little dagger and shanked you a little bit. Versus, I've seen some clips of her recently, dual blades off the back, around the neck, throat cutting motherfuckers when she's out giving her speeches at college campuses. Everyone loves a woman who can kick ass.
She's been doing that for a while,
especially a pregnant woman who can kick ass. And Candace, she been ending wokeness single-handedly, I think.
I think it's over.
It's on the way out.
It's
on the
over
way out,
anyways.
huh?
It's over
Will it
anyways.
come back?
Because
Will wokeness come back?
No, well,
I
yeah,
think it
in
will.
5 years.
Everything seems cyclical.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna
cyclical.
forget. It's a pendulum. Shit.
That's right. Sean Strickland is now the ideal human. That is.
But all of those are like little characters compared to. I mean, Trump was the one that really ran.
I think
he
we
was the one that
may
shut-
see Trump tonight.
at
the UFC fight.
at this UFC card that has no significant battle whatsoever.
What?
That's not true.
It's
What?
insane. Every fight is a
Shut
fucking
up.
coin flip. I can't even pick.
No,
You
yeah,
got-
they might be close fights, but once John Jones backed out,
They're
it
just
became
not.
a-
They're not huge names,
Yeah.
but they're great fights and great fighters. And I can't let you disparage the organization that Prime sponsors.
It's
so.
fine. You have that. I'm the announcer for Karate Combat League. Anyway, so I don't give a shit. I really am. I'm gonna be the announcer for Karate Combat League.
Oh yeah, Jake Paul fighting a guy December 15th.
Not
in
pay-per-view.
Orlando. Non-pay-per-view. He wants to build his resume. He wants to give the fans an experience, and he wants to really be a boxer. So
Boxer.
he's fighting a real boxer. This dude's
Yeah.
10-1. He's a beast. I think his name's August. He hits hard. He's fast. I get what Jake's doing, but yo, you gotta win. You gotta win, because if this no name comes and starts fucking up your record and what you're trying to build for the rest of your life, for free on a free fight on DAZN, it could be, I don't like the optics of that. But yeah, December 15th in Orlando.
It's my birthday. Damn.
Oh shit. Oh,
What's the date?
Let's go.
December
Let's-
15th.
December 15th.
Mhm.
That's also the date of my first Karate Combat show. I'm not kidding, bro. I have to say that. It's a cool event. I'm not doing it.
It
for
is
any-
cool. It
thank
is
you,
cool.
Thank you. I'm hosting it with George St. Pierre.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
It's a cool league. It's a cool league. I love UFC, bro. Obviously, but like, I think I think we can have more than one. What do you always say? It's not a if world, but a or world or something.
it's not an or world. It's an and world.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
And it is. It is. It's not like, oh, I gotta watch this or that. No, it's this and
This
that.
is like an interesting new combat league.
What
that
it- what's
I'm not
the-
prepared to talk about it yet. It's
I'm
You're a
it
commentator,
seems-
bro.
No, because I don't have the messaging points down, and I don't want to ruin it. I believe that it is a strike. It is a strike first league that when the combatants go to the ground, they're stood back up. So it's a striking.
But
heavy-
elbows, knees.
like I said, dude.
Headbutts.
When I come back on a future episode, I will give a much better description.
I can't believe they got you to commentate it.
Color comment.
Oh, you know why I like it though?
challenge.
Is that what you just said?
Color?
Color?
commentate. Yeah.
Because GSP will get all the technical
100%.
shit, and you're gonna be funny.
Yes.
that's
exactly.
great. That's great. And you
Wonder
got-
what this guy ate for breakfast
Yeah.
this morning.
You have an
He's-
important job. You have a very important job. I'll say this:
Yeah.
commentators don't get enough credit. I chop up my WWE highlights and post little highlight reels after my matches. So I'm watching these matches pretty in depth, and I'm listening to the commentators. And the commentators in the WWE, UFC, any sporting
incredible.
organization are
Incredible.
so good. They drive the entire show. I'd argue. Like we're listening to what they have to say. Their energy and their voice is what is contagious for the viewer. Like it's really fucking important. And they sit there for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in the UFC if they do the prelims.
Yeah.
Just talking about the same shit.
I
You don't
would
get
almost rather watch fights on TV just to hear like Joe Rogan and DC and John Anik talk about it, you know, because it's just
it's great. We like them.
Do you know these two fighters for December 15th?
let's just not go tonight and
Anthony-
let's just all watch it.
I'm down here at Little Sister.
Yeah, we'll just get a little TV.
Do you
Watch
know
it on our phones.
Do you know Anthony Pettis and Benson Henderson? They had two big fights. This is their trilogy fight.
I don't know.
Oh, is that karate combat stuff?
Yeah.
I think I know Anthony Pettis. I think he's the dude who hopped off the wall
Yeah.
Yep, that's him.
and kicked
That's
the guy in the
him.
face
That
and
is
knocked him
him,
out. That's
yes.
cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
Ray was a champ
that-
once.
That's some karate shit.
Yeah.
Karate
so they're
combat.
having their trilogy fight. And F1 Vegas is this weekend. too.
I have to go antiquing.
Wait, what was that last part?
I'm gonna go antiquing.
What's the word you're saying at the end?
Antiquing.
Anti-king. Anti-king.
Like shopping for antiques.
Oh, you're going antiquing.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Impulsive, guys. Jeff with Tech, thanks for coming on. You ran the New York City Marathon. Round of applause.
Congrats, 1 billion bottles of Prime sold.
go.
US
Let's
champion.
go. We did good. We did good.
Brain
Thank
magnets.
you. Thank you.
Guys-
Sorry for my performance.
It's great. Subscribe. Peace.